Oh boy. Oh boy. What to do, behavior. What to do. What's up, guys? MrGimms back again. Unfortunately, with a pretty rough video today. I did an expectations video, my expectations for the chapter moving forward, that being Tools of Torment. And just remembering, guys, real quick, that it is still in the PTB. You can check it out if you'd like to, if you're on PC or Steam. But yeah, I've tried it for about 2 days now. I tried it with my admin team on the night of release, and I tried a little bit more, but I couldn't go any further, so I'm here to give you my thoughts. I've waited, again, at the detriment of not getting the right views and all that sort of thing and pushing it out early. I needed a little extra time. I've had that time. Here's my thoughts, man. First of all, I'd like to say that I am a complete believer in Paulie's theory, Paulie's tinfoil. I don't know if it was a tinfoil hat. No, I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. He didn't put the hat on, did he? No. I am a believer in Paulie's prey theory. It screams prey all over. Everything from the aesthetic of the killer with the claw, her Mori from the movie Prey, if you look at it, because the survivor's sort of like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? It's because the predator's invisible. Everything to the survivors as well. They could have been the original siblings, the Comanche siblings that were in the film. Everything, the tech, everything. It just screams Prey to me. So that's my first thought. It's a failed Prey attempt. For whatever reason, the licensee has backed out for whatever reasons, or maybe this was put forward to be a Prey chapter but hasn't ended up being. And instead, what we've got is Cyborg Karen. That's what we got instead. This was acceptable, apparently, to push out to millions of Dead by Daylight fans. And while personally, I do not like the look of this girl at all, some people do, I guess, but this is a monumental shame for me. The diamond mask, she's shining bright like a diamond. It's not scary to me at all. I understand she's trying to be her father's manga character that, you know, and she's gone around and killed the people that have done her wrong or whatever. I understand that. I have read the lore. It's trash. But everything is so uninspired about this chapter. The only thing I would say is if you want to argue it, the survivors might look okay, I guess. They're not for me personally, but they look all right. You know what I mean? But back to the killer. Absolutely trash. Hate everything about the look. It just looks ridiculous. Some of the assets from her actual look are reused and repurposed. She is, in fact, the trickster's face. They've reused the trickster's face and made it a little bit more feminine, if they could have done that. Sorry. It's not a jab to K-pop. Yeah, absolutely awful, uninspired, absolutely hate it. Don't like a single thing about it. The claw looks cool, but, you know, whatever. A real shame, because the knight actually looked really good too in comparison, so. But moving along, the killer's perks, thwack, is probably the only okay-ish one. It's just, it can be fit and synergized into some combat builds, I guess. I'm not going to go into the description. I'll show it on screen. And then the survivors, yeah, friendly competition, I think, is okay. I think it's pretty cool. Team up, I like the team up aspect perks. I think that's pretty cool. Friendly competition is going to be a massive issue, I feel. You pair that with things like prove thyself, and you're going to get yourself gens are going to go faster. Great. You know, the same old thing that they always do. It's a real shame that. Blood Rush as well. The fact that you can do 2 sprint bursts back to back is quite scary. How that got through the firing line, I don't know, but here we are. So yeah, pretty strong perks on the survivor side. Not so great perks on the killer side. As usual. You know, as usual, it's really nothing much you can really comment on with that. The gameplay of the killer, yeah, she's awful. She's an M1 killer to start. I don't actually necessarily have a problem with that as long as the power is really good. For those who don't know, and I'm pretty sure you do now, by now, it's her main power is to find where survivors are. And while that might be good for people coming into the game now, you know, that will certainly help and assist that. For people like me who have been playing this game for nearly 7 years, and there's a lot of us in this game, We don't need to know where the survivors are. It's good, handy. It's helpful. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't need it. You know what I mean? Survivors don't necessarily care if the killer knows where they are. If you're a good survivor and you're worth your salt and you know how to loop and all that stuff, you don't necessarily care that the killer can find out where you are. What you do care about, though, is the power being used and being effectively used in a loop, or, you know, can cut down chases quickly. That's something that a real survivor is really scared of. But this killer just tells you where they are, which is great. Thank you, with these drones and all that. They mark them for exposed, which is a very short time effect, and it ends very quickly as well once you get out of the area of effect. And you still have to loop them with absolutely no tools to help you at all. You still have to M1 them. You still have to mind game them like you would any M1 killer. The terror radius is the same as well. But there's absolutely nothing in it there to help her. The knight, in fact, can actually do exactly what she can do, except guarantee a hit, which was already like not that great, to be honest. It's passable, but it's not great. So you've, in a lot of ways, made a weaker knight, which, why are we going back that way? We've already been down there. We want to go forward. So again, it's just that, you know, that classic behavior flavor of releasing a killer that's really subpar. I'm talking real subpar here with this killer. This is probably the worst designed power I've ever seen. Aesthetic-wise with it, you know, it looks cool. I like the drones. It's a cool effect and everything like that, but they actually don't do anything. So it's sort of like, cool. Couple other little nitpicks. When she raises her tracking machine, her, you know, heartbeat sensor, whatever you want to call it, you slow down. I don't know why. I mean, she didn't need that. She's really terrible. So, you know, I have absolutely no love for this killer at all. I cannot stand this chapter. How you would buff her, honestly, I don't know. I don't even care to add. That's how over it I am. Like, I thought the drones would do things, you know what I mean? Like maybe shoot little lasers or do anything, or just do something rather than tell me where they are when I'm chasing them and I can see where they are. I don't know how you would fix this killer. I don't get it. Yeah. The map reworks. I'm hearing a lot of, you know, thumbs up for them. Reused assets, a lot of areas that aren't filled up. They've sort of just forgotten about them. I mean, maybe that might be a PTB thing, and maybe they're going to fill it up with foliage later on and stuff. But yeah, just a lot of blank areas. I can excuse that if it's PTB. That's absolutely fine. Reused assets. I mean, in Temple of Purgation, the entire asset is reused and repurposed from the Area of Crows. A lot of people don't realize that, like the middle building, the temple. If you look up when you're in the actual temple, you'll see that. Just a lot of areas reused, rehashed, and the map, I don't think, has been shrunk by much. I don't think it's been shrunk by much at all, like maybe a loop, if that. So it feels, although I don't think it's smaller, it feels like it's more condensed together, and it kind of plays better, if that makes sense. But I still think they're awful, and I still think it's going to be horrible for killer. Either way. Guys, in the end, I'm absolutely disappointed. I think this was their chance to pick it up a little bit. A lot of people are sort of just moving towards thoughts of the anniversary now, hoping that that's going to be good. I'm not one of those people. I want this chapter to be good. I want the next chapter to be good. I want the chapter previous to be good. I don't really necessarily care about the anniversary if it's good or not. I want there to be some sort of fluidity with chapters and the success of them. This looks either A, rushed, or B, it was meant to be prey. Either or, probably shouldn't have released it in this state. I cannot get behind the characters, the aesthetic. I can't get behind the powers. I can't get behind the perks. I just think everything, honestly, if you're asking me, I think this entire chapter could go in the bin and I wouldn't feel bad whatsoever. I think the devs have really done us dirty on this one. I don't think they honestly give two shits about how we feel about it. And the transparency after the fact, and this is why I wanted to wait a little bit, has been the same as usual. They don't really give a crap. They've sent out a PTB survey that they know how we feel about this chapter because they feel the same way. I can tell you right now, they're not happy with this. And neither would I be. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about the chapter. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. You know I'm interested in reading what you guys have to say. I've already mingled with a lot of communities now. I've talked on my Discord a lot and other people's streams as well. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget, I'm also streaming live right now over on Twitch. It's not going to be the PTB because I cannot be in there for a single second more. It hurts. That's how bad and how much I hate this chapter. But anyway, guys, love you all. Hope to see you over there. Link in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.